pit.
Now, going to that church, when did you first go there? What drew you to that church?
Well, I've been there over 20 years. You can say my mom. She was very faithful.
Yeah.
And I started attending and used to take her every Sunday. And then it got to the point that, well, you know, when you read the Bible, then you get to understand it. It's all about your soul. And so when she stopped going, she didn't stop going. She started attending church with my sister. This is the same thing as the Church of Christ. I knew about my soul, and so I had to take myself to church.
Yeah. So your mom kind of helped get you
my mom helped me
back
through
into
the whole,
the church.
My mom helped me through the whole thing, and which she's still active. My mom is 94 years old.
94 years old?
94 years old, and she's still active in the church.
That means you have some longevity into
I hope so.
You have a long time to help draw men and women to Christ.
Yeah.
Now, where's your church located?
On 12th and Linden.
12th and Linden?
12th and Linden, West Oakland.
West
It's
Oakland.
across from Lowell Junior High School, which is easy, between Market and Adeline.
Yeah. Today, we know it's time for school to start back and young people to start back going to school. Helping young people today, it seemed that there was quite a bit of unrest among young people during the summer months, and some of the families having unique problems. Seems like there's been quite a bit of violence. But something to help that. What do you see your churches doing to help stem that tide and encourage education?
Well, I believe in street ministry. Our minister, he believes in street ministry, where you go to the streets and you pass out flyers and pamphlets and invite people to your church. We have what we call Family and Friends Day, which is at least 3 times a year, to where you invite your family and friends and bring them to the ministry, and for they can understand what church is all about. We have I have been at my church, and a young man came up to me and he thought church is for funerals and weddings. I had to explain to him, this is where you worship God. This is where you come to be among the saints.
Yeah.
And you almost just say, aha.
Yeah. Well, we can see that how that could come to be, because some young people, the only time they go to church is to a funeral or a wedding or event of that nature. But having that part of the ministry, how do you see that helping to help young people to grow and become better people and help stem some of the violence today by the knowledge of Christ?
Well, if they would come to our church, we have what we call a spiritual gift ministry, to where you attend our church and he teaches you about your spiritual gifts, whether it's administration, exhortation, mercy, a variety of gifts that you might have, and then he'll put you in that gift, whichever one you are able to, or how would you say it? Gravitate to. And then he'll put you in, we're all in different groups.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a young men and women need to get into church and get a gift, because we all have a gift, whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
Like young lady here says she has a gift, and that's music.
Yeah.
And so that's what we need to do. We need to get the kids off the streets and get into the church.
Yeah.
But it's going to take the parents. The parents are going to have to say something about, well, eventually the light will go off, on, and they'll see what it's all about what Christ is about.
We hear a lot of talk today about the breakdown of the family and how some of the inner city families are not as together as they once was. And it got me to thinking about how back in the 60s and the 70s, when civil rights time was coming about, someone had to step up and say, hey, it's time for a change. Do you think young people can see that it's going to take themselves to bring about change?
It's going to take themselves. They're going to have to see something. When I was growing up, it was basically mandatory to go to church. And then it became in the late 60s where the parents and the kids, they became best friends, instead of I'm the parent and you're the kid. But nowadays everybody's on the same level, seem like. So they have to change that.
Yeah, there have to be change. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, because people need to know that there are men out here that have that faith, they have the wherewithal and the understanding and the wisdom of what it's going to take to help build a better society. Give us the address of your church once again.
It's on 12th and Linden.
12th and Linden.
Yeah.
And that's in West Oakland?
It's in West Oakland.
In West Oakland. And the pastor there again?
His name is Dr. Amar C. Healy.
Yeah. What time is service?
Service starts 9:45 for Sunday school, and 11 o'clock for day service, and 3 o'clock for evening service.
Yeah.
And I'd like to mention that our minister, Dr. Amar C. Healy, is the administrator of San Lorenzo High School. So he's over all that. So he is a teaching minister.
Teaching ministry.
Yeah, he's a,
That's what we need,
he's
more
a teaching
knowledge.
minister,
Yeah,
and he does an excellent job.
that's good, that's good. Ministers in the church doing some great things. Now, Terry, with your concerts, giving the concerts now, and what time will that concert start again?
12 o'clock,
12
give
o'clock.
or take, and
Now, that's 12 o'clock, midday?
Noon.
Okay.
midday, noon.
Uh-huh. Midday, and it goes out today.
Well, it probably will go till around 6 or 6:30.
Now, bringing families out in this manner, do you see this as a chance to bridge the gap between young and old? Because I notice you have both middle-aged and younger artists that's going to be a part of this concert, and you're saying children are free. From what age to what age?
12 and under.
12 and under.
Children are free. And there's so many children that the family basically that prays together stays together.
Yeah.
Children come to church with their parents sometimes because they have to go, not because they want to go. And I wanted to have an arena where children would want to come and hang out